Good morning, beautiful people, and welcome to our Sunday Coach Hangout. So, I'm Tamara, and I love having our hangouts. I have missed having them. So I think, honestly, like we were thinking, oh, we'll just do twice a month, but I still think we'll do weekly. It's just next week, I can't do Sunday, so I'll do it on Monday afternoon. So I'm going to jump right in because I did have some questions. But before I jump right in, oh, I love that you're getting puppy kisses, Adrian. Before I jump right in, I wanted to, that these are very informal. That's what I wanted to say. So we have formal calls all the time. We have the Wednesday team call, the Thursday team call, where there's actually like a structured training. These are a hangout for you guys to bring your questions, for us to bounce ideas off of each other. So very, very informal. I won't have like a topic that we're going to be talking about in the call or in the hangout today. So, so that being said, a couple of things that I wanted to share because we have quite a few new faces to the family are just some tips on like posting on your social media, things that I've been seeing. So I'm not sure if everyone gets, we send that new coach video that Clarissa and I made, and I'm not sure if everyone has a chance to watch it, but in there we talk about how you don't want to hashtag 21 Day Fix. You don't want to hashtag any of the programs, Shakeology, Beachbody, and it's not because it's a bad thing. It's not because those things are, it's because the only people who know what they are coaches. Right? So when you're hashtagging that, you're just attracting people to your page that you don't really want to your page. You want to hashtag woman on a fitness journey. You want to hashtag I want to feel better. You want to hashtag home workouts. You want to hashtag 30-minute workout. You want to hashtag, like, find the things that you would look for before you knew about Beachbody. Right? Find the things that quick home workouts, easy workout ideas, healthy breakfast for if you're talking about Shakeology, those sorts of things, because you want people to come and ask you about this stuff. You don't want people to go to Amazon, to go to, like, you want to be the reason. You're the connection. Everybody knows that it's fitness and nutrition. Everybody. We all know that. We're grown-ups. We know what it is. And so many of us struggle to show up for ourselves. So we get to we're that missing person. Every single one of you on this call, Liliana's that missing person. Liz is that missing link. Adrian's that missing link. Brady's that missing link. For that person in your life, you're the reason they're going to show up, not the program. Right? So you want to avoid any of those sorts of things on your posts, in your story, in your hashtags. The other thing I have a lot of people ask me about is a link to their Team Beachbody website. You never want, I've been coaching for 4.5 years and I have never had someone click on my link. I've never had someone sign up because they went to my Beachbody website in 4.5 years. So don't put your link in your Facebook page profile, your Instagram profile. What we use here, if you can see at the bottom, it says, you can see the link tree / free to be girls. All right, so if I go click on my link tree, it takes me to, hopefully it's gonna load, this. And I've picked, like, I created those topics. All right, so when I click on who are we, it's gonna take us to my website. Info on our Fit Club, it's going to take them to a Google form that they fill out that I get an email notification on. Influencers Wanted, same thing, and then connect with us on Facebook. We used to have a ton on here, a ton of options, and it was recommended to us to literally simplify it, like 3 or 4 different things. Otherwise, people would get overwhelmed. They're like, I don't know which one to go to. And you want them to click because you want them to fill it out. So Linktree is an app that you can, it's actually just a website that you can actually link directly to your Instagram and you can create this. It's free, totally easy. You want that, or you want like a bit.ly site where you've taken a, you know, some sort of form and you've shared that link. So I will show you on, I'm actually going to share my screen because I use this for our page. For my personal, because I have my own personal Instagram as well, and I wouldn't recommend doing that. Chloe said I only did that like a year ago. All right, so stay with one. Don't be adding in a bunch of others. But I have, on mine, I have like a bit.ly site there, which it says want to change your life to, and then it takes you to an Instagram form or a Google form. All right, so what I'm going to show you, just give me 2 seconds here, because I want to show you how I did that. And all this does is it just simplifies your life in the sense of someone having a way to contact you. Oh, it's not here. Ah, okay, so it must be here. Oh no, because it's a doc. Sorry, I should have had this pulled up and I didn't. Let me go find a form. And we'll come right back. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. And so Google Forms are super simple. And you can find them if you're in your Gmail. They are up in this, these 9 dots here, and then you go down to like even more from Google, and you just scroll. It'll take you, so then it'll take you to a page here where you scroll down till you find Google Forms. Right here, okay, the purple one. So super simple, they're just linked to your Gmail account. So I have, oh, I don't even have it on here, the right one. Virtual wellness. Help me, new coach, new client. Okay, let's say I was clicking on this one. A couple of tips with the Google Forms. You are going to, in order to get notifications on it, you have to go to responses and you have to turn on get email notification. You have to do that for every single form you make. Otherwise, they'll fill out the form and you have to manually go into each form to check them to make sure that they're there, okay, to see who has replied. So if you turn this on, if it's off, there's no check mark beside it. If it's on, there's a check mark. So they're super simple to create. The questions here, you literally just choose add question and you put in the information that you want. So there's nothing major with that. And then to share them, you click on the send button and you're gonna go to this link. You can shorten the URL and copy, all right? Now I used it in bit.ly because I didn't want them to know it was a Google form, so bit.ly is just an extra step, but you don't need to. You can just literally copy this and paste it into your bio, all right? So that's one way that you can do it. I pasted those into Linktree, those forms, and that's why I only have 2 forms that they have access to, a client one and a coach one, okay? So that's an idea, some tips on like how to get people to come to you and ask you, because you're the missing link. Remember that. You're the one that's going to help them change the pattern of not showing up for themselves, right? You're the reason, not the program, because you're the one going to be checking in with them. The programs work. They're amazing programs. They're structured by trainers who seriously know their stuff, right? They know how to build a program. We don't need to know how to do that. We need to be the one helping them show up so that they make those changes, all right? So, and one more thing in terms of like just your photos and things like that, keep your photos, like I base my pictures for every social media platform based on Instagram, okay? So I might tweak the post because on Facebook I might actually put like 4 photos together, but I still write the same thing. But my actual idea of the photo I'm posting, I think of what I'm gonna do on Instagram. And on Instagram, you have basically like 20 seconds, if that, for someone to, I would say even 5 seconds, for someone to stop on your picture, okay? So you need to think of Instagram as a magazine cover. So my best tips for photos on Instagram are good lighting, because you want the photo to be bright. So I have, I got a new phone case. It's called a goat case. Maxine's the one who told me about it. So the back sticks. It sticks to a window, it sticks to cupboards, it sticks to whatever. So I can literally just stick it on my window and take my selfie, because the light coming in from my window is really nice. It's natural light, or you hop outside and get that natural light. You want the natural light. You don't want to write anything on your picture. If it's going in your feed, you just want the photo, okay? Just the picture. No, like if you're adding in the, you know how when you go into your stories, I add on to stuff in my stories all the time. Like I add on, I wonder if I have an example of one. You know, I'll add on some, even just like this, right? Like I wrote, booyah, day 20 of 56 done. I would never post that in my actual feed. I would only post that in my story with the writing on it. In my feed, it's just the photo, okay? Just the picture. Same with on our other page. And I love quotes. That's me. They resonate with me, so that's why I do quotes. You don't have to do quotes. Build your page how you want. So Clarissa and I have this page with the rainbow quotes down one side, or down, you know, all together, and then because that's who we are. So keep the those little GIFs and things like that off of the pictures that are in your feed, and save those for in your stories. All right. So those are a couple tips just on like posting what we've been noticing, just so that you guys can create, like, you want to bring eyes to your page, right? And if someone sees the writing on the picture, day 20 of 56 done, that I did in my story, they're just going to scroll right past it because they know it's a workout post, right? You want them to actually read it. So the next question I had was about Shakeology, and about sharing Shakeology without sounding like a car salesman, right? And I think, oh my gosh, my phone keeps falling. So give me 2 seconds here. So for me, just to give those of you who are new a bit of background about how I found Shakeology, and this is what you'll want to add these things to your repertoire, all right? So I found Shakeology. I actually found coaching because of Shakeology. So I have a weight gain story with Beachbody. I was way too skinny. I'm 5'9", and I think I was down to like 142 pounds, which on my frame doesn't work. I sit now probably like around between 155, 160, around there, and it's a healthy weight for me. I was teaching so many fitness classes that I could not eat enough food. So I had been trying different shakes, and most of them I hated. I thought they were disgusting. And then I came across one, and I'm not a picky eater. So that for me is like I like food. I don't have things I don't like. There's very rare things. I came across one shake that I actually enjoyed, and I drank it for quite a while. And I ended up with full of cysts. So especially in my breasts, and it was so painful that even to get in the shower, the water from the shower hitting my body was like I would just curl. And it's not like I had one of those jet pressure shower nozzles, but I was so full of painful cysts everywhere. And my doctor couldn't figure it out. I went for ultrasounds, I went for mammograms, I went for so many different scans, and he just said, no, you just have cystic tissue. And I was like, well, how does that happen? Like, I don't understand how all of a sudden I have cystic tissue. And he said, that he had no idea. And one day I was in my kitchen and I just happened to look at the bag and I was like, I don't know if I should drink this anymore. And I stopped drinking it, and within 2 weeks I was totally pain-free. So whatever was in that shake was what was doing it to me. So I have a very like strong love for Shakeology because I've been drinking it for 4 years, but because I also spent a ton of time researching what it is before I even got involved. And what I fell in love with was, and the things that now infuriate me, are the fact that it is not a protein shake. Yes, it has 17 grams of protein, but it's a nutrition shake. And the lady who formulated, the co-formulator of Shakeology, was bedridden with an autoimmune disease, started like doing her nutrition, focusing on learning about what was going on with her body. And she started making her own shakes and slowly started able to move and get out of bed. And because her cells were happy, her body was happy because she was being nourished at that cellular level. With the things that just aren't in our food anymore. So that's how the idea of Shakeology started. And then she partnered with Darren O'Lean, and he's the science guy behind Shakeology. So he's the one who, he goes to the places, like the different countries and sources where the ingredients are from, making sure everything is ethically sourced, making sure we're not over farming, it's organic as possible. We can't label it organic because every country has different standards on what organic means, but it is as organic as possible. So the first thing that I would recommend when it comes to you and your experience with Shakeology, not even just Shakeology, with all of the stuff, with the Energize, with the Recover, with the any of the products, is for you to do as much research on your end, watch as many videos on your end about the product. And that doesn't mean just a coach's video. That means like look up Darren O'Lean, look up Isabel Deichler, look up the, go into the, I don't know if you guys know this. Let me pull this up here for a second. If you go into, I'm going to share my screen again real quick. Share. If you go into the back off your coach online office and you go into training, there's so many different like product training. You know, you can go to the product training guides here, Shakeology Toolkit. There's actual videos that you can send to people, short, sweet videos with the information about what it is. You know, here's the Morning Meltdown 100 is just coming out. So all of these products have like a toolkit that goes with each one. And you have access to all of these. You can use the links that are there. So sometimes they're YouTube videos, sometimes it's a Vimeo video, or they give us the option to actually download it as well, right? So my biggest tip to you is to educate yourself on what it is. Because when we know what it is, not only are you then saying your personal experience with it, and you can share my experience with it as well. I have about 6 people that I've worked with over the past 4.5 years that are type 1 or type 2 diabetic who now need less insulin because of Shakeology. That's the only thing they changed in their diet was Shakeology. You know, and it's helped them regulate their blood sugar. So there's so much information about it that you can become the most educated you are, so it doesn't feel like you're selling, right? It feels like I'm sharing information with someone. So that would be my first tip. My second tip is that I never force it. I never force it. I always let someone know that beyond month 1, it is completely up to them whether they continue with it. I say I would prefer if you stuck it out for 3 months, if you gave your body a chance to experience what Shakeology can do for you for 3 months. That would be my preference, but honestly, up to you. After month 1, totally your call. We can change, we can cancel. Any of that is completely fine. And then what I do is I will schedule a follow-up for like, A, did you get your package? And B, how is it going with the Shakeology? You know, so after a week, I would ask about the package. 2 weeks in, how are you enjoying your Shakeology? If they're not enjoying the flavor or the recipe or whatever it is, I can help them tweak it. If they absolutely can't stand the flavor of it, get them to phone Beachbody and send it back. And Beachbody will send them a brand new flavor. Like, we have that option. People are paying, it always blows my mind. So you go to Starbucks, you order a coffee, you don't like it, you throw it away. They will make you a new coffee because they want you to leave happy. If you leave happy, you're going to come back, right? It's the same with, like, this is Lululemon. I wear everything Lululemon because I can take it back. I know I just took a pair of pants back that I had for over a year that got a hole really close to a seam. I took them back yesterday. They gave me full credit. So I will continue to come back and shop there. It's the same with Beachbody. If they're not happy with their product, they phone customer service. You don't do it for them because we can't access their information. You give them the phone number for customer service and you say, look, if you're really unhappy, we can arrange to get you a different product. They would send them a different flavor. They would send them the pre-post workout if they wanted, because they want them to come back. All right. We want people to experience what this can do for our bodies. So my first tip is educate yourself as much as possible. And the second one is remove the pressure of it being mandatory for them to continue, right? All I say to them is, and I said it to every single one of you, is, look, when you go through your registration, you're going to see a subscription for Shakeology. You're going to see a subscription for your Beachbody On Demand. Neither of those are mandatory. I always ask them to wait to physically have their package in hand, because I have had 2 times now where the person has been like, no, I don't want the auto ship, and they phone and cancel, and it cancels the entire order. And then they have to go through the whole process again. Okay, so wait till you have the package physically in hand, and then you can change, cancel, and in the welcome email, I always have the phone number or how they can go onto their Team Beachbody account to modify any shipment dates, flavors, things like that. So those would be my 2 biggest tips, because when you remove the pressure of it, there's not. I also say it comes free, because it does. It's free in that bag. In that package, when you think about what they're getting. So they're currently, this month, the packages are $140 in the US, which is ridiculous. You're getting a full year of fitness for, if they bought just the fitness on their own, it's $100. They're getting the nutrition plan that they can follow along with. How much would you pay for a nutrition plan? I would easily pay $50 for a nutrition plan, right? I always throw in the containers. So they have that. And then they're getting a free bag of Shakeology. Like, you just say, it comes free with your first package. That's it, right? So then you don't have to feel like you're a car salesman, because A, you've educated yourself, B, you've removed the pressure of continuing with it, and C, you've said, look, it comes free. It's for you to try. It's a nutrition shake. It's not a protein shake. We believe in real food. Just teaching your body the proper amounts. And from there, Shakeology helps on that cellular level, making sure that our bodies are nourished, because when we crave things, when we're feeling really fatigued or sore or just not moving the same way, it's because our bodies are saying to us, okay, wait a minute, I need help with this. I'm not happy right now, right? So those would be my biggest tips. So I'm going to stop talking, because I just talked for like 30 minutes. Whew! And I have unmuted all of you if you have anything. I only have about 40 minutes on them, so we have about 10 minutes left. If you have any questions that you want me to go over, I can do that now. This is when you feel free to open up. And while I'm waiting, I'm going to make you take a picture. So everybody
I appreciate
smile.
you sharing all that.
Okay. Oh, Adrian, I need another one.
Oh,
Need one?
yeah.
Okay. Sorry, Liz, was that you?
Yeah, I was just going to say thank you for sharing all of that because that helps a lot.
Yay! You're very welcome. But anyone else have any questions they want me to go over? Adrian, where do you live?
I live in California.
Oh, okay. Whereabouts?
I just moved to Tracy, so it's east of the Bay Area.
Okay. Oh, you froze. East of the Bay Area.
Yeah, so probably an hour away from Marlene.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah,
So you guys can go the next Super Saturday. You guys can all go together, you and Sarah and Marlene.
That sounds awesome. What is
Yeah.
that?
So I think it's the end of July is the next one. And the best way to find out where they are is literally to go to like Super Weekend, and it'll come up in the FAQs of when the next Super Saturday is. And there's like sites on each city because every city hosts, all the major cities host. One sec.
Cool.
Yeah. What do you need to take? Take your wallet with you and your house key. Go take a small backpack. He's like, can I go to Whistler with my friend? I was like, yeah. It's like an hour and a half, 2 hours from here, but sure. That means you're outside all day. Right? Anything else, Liliana? Did you have anything that you wanted me to go over real quick?
No, I just had one question before, but you actually answered, which was about the form. Since I filled out the form, I didn't know how to turn notifications to get the responses. And you just
okay.
did that at the beginning. So you actually answered my question. Since I have you, let me just tell you. This little client hangout group that we created, can we keep continuing using that whenever, like after we speak to somebody about the program, when they say they want to know more and they're interested? Is it okay to let them go into the group and watch videos too? Sign up?
Oh, the coaching ones?
The group that we just created now about the client hangout. Remember how we did 2 days, June 11th, June 12th?
June 11th. What am I missing here? Oh, no, that's for coaching. Those are info sessions for coaching. And yes.
For coaching only.
Yeah, that's for coaching only. So those info sessions, you can always add people after. Right?
After, that's what I mean. Like they have to sign up first, and only after they sign up, that's when they have access to it, right?
No, the June 11th or 10th, 11th thing was like a coach information session that the whole team runs. So it's for someone that wants information on what coaching is. So anyone can go in that group, and then once they've decided to join as a coach, they would have access to like the Empower Squad Coach Hub, the Free to Be Coach Hub, the Health and Fitness group. They have access to those once they've signed up.
Once they signed up. Okay, that was my question. All right.
So Maxine isn't on, and this brings up something that her and I were talking about. So in the beginning, when Clarissa and I first started, I ran a free group every single month. I ran a free group on Facebook. I ran a hydration challenge. I ran clean eating challenges. I ran self-love challenges. I ran, like, I can't even tell you. Maxine and I ran like an ab challenge once, but every single month for about 3 years. So what we're thinking of doing though, because that was before Clean Week existed. So what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna work on it today, is one of my groups that I have, I'm gonna convert it to our free group, where you can literally add anyone to that group that you come across that is interested in maybe being a client or a coach, and it's to support them through the free 14-day membership. Because when people are interested in it, they have 2 ways of trying the 14-day membership. They can actually go to your site. So if I quickly share my screen, up here, where's my marks? Can you guys see my Team Beachbody site?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, so they can go to your site and you would have had to set it up to have these tabs along the bottom. All right. When you set up your website, it's one of the things in your like manage my profile. You have to turn on the try free membership. If they do it this way, they don't have to put a credit card in. Okay. So this gives them 14 days where they can try clean week and one workout from each program. So I'm going to build that free Facebook community group with like a step-by-step process of how someone actually accesses the information, accesses the workouts, and you would put them into that group once they've signed up for their free membership. Okay? Are you following? We're good?
Yeah.
The other way someone can sign up for a for a free membership is by you going into Share a Cart, going to Beachbody On Demand, going to quarterly membership, and in there it will say free trial, free 2-week trial. After 2 weeks, your credit card will be charged 30 something, right? So on that one, they have to put in a credit card where they have the free 2-week trial. I do believe on that one, they actually have access to more workouts. That I'm not 100% sure on, but I will figure that out. And so once they've done one of those two things, then you would put them into this group where it's going to be units with like steps for them to go through unit 1. This is how you access. Go through unit 2. This is the program you're going to do. Go through unit 3. This is where you're going to find the materials on how to access the nutrition plan and things like that in there. Okay, so I'm going to build that group for our team to be able to put people into that are interested. So then they have this group, and I post in there quite regularly. They have this group that they have access to kind of see the community, what it's like, how we're supportive, but then it would be your job to follow up with the people you add. Okay? So that one was geared more towards clients. And then you don't have to run a free group. By all means, feel like if you want to, go for it, because it totally creates trust. It creates like this, oh, this is what this is all about. The thing with a free group, though, is it would be way more fun if you guys ran a free group of like 3 of you, ran one together. Because the more people you have in the group, the better, right? So that's when you reach out to another coach on the team or somebody who you're like, hey, I like her posts. I wonder if she would, want to do a free group with me. And you reach out with that person and say, like, do you want to do a hydration challenge in July? It gets hot in July. People are dehydrated, right? And then run the group together so that you have at least, 30, 40 people in that group so that there is energy in it. When you only have 3 or 4 people in a group, it's going to feel like crickets. It's going to feel like you're posting to yourself.
Yeah.
Right? So you want to have some more people, and then you can spell each other off. Where you're going to run a free group for a week, and there's 3 of you, you really only each have to come up with 2 posts. So I'll post on Monday and Thursday. You post Tuesday, Friday. Right? So then it makes it easier on all of you running the group. So.
That is an amazing idea. I didn't think of that, the challenge groups. And I know you spoke about that before, but it totally slipped my mind, and something that it's really helps connecting with people and making them.
For sure. I'm going to share my screen one more time quickly because I want to show you guys how I would go about doing that. So you can see my Facebook now. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So in my Facebook, I've always used my fan page to create my events. You don't have to. You can use your personal page. It's fine. But I've always used our business page to create events. You can create an event here where I'm not going to actually create one, but you would create it. But these are the ones that I've run in the past. So for example, here's my hydration challenge that I did last summer. So I created the event. I made the picture. Created the event. It's starting July 9th. It went to July 13th from the comfort of your home. And I invited, I wonder if it'll show you how many people I actually invited. I don't know. I don't know if you can see, but I think I invited, Facebook will allow you to invite I invited 386 people. It will allow you to invite 499 people, but it'll allow each one of you to invite 499 people. So if you all run a group together and you invite, so you'd have 1,500 people that you could invite, right? So then from here, you know, all I do on this event, I don't do anything on the event. I create it, I invite, and then the people that say they're interested, I only have about 2 minutes left. I message them. Hey, thanks so much for your interest in our hydration challenge. Here's the link to the group. And you put them in, they click on the group and you add them to the group, right? Because then what you're doing from there, I never ran my events on Facebook here because I make my event public and I want people to come to my group with just me and see that value. So then I would go to my personal page and then I would create a group. And I'd go here and I'd use the exact same banner where, I don't think I created any of those, but groups I manage. But I would use the exact same banner for it and hydration challenge right here. So here it is. So it makes my life simple. There's 25 people in the group and we actually had a prize for that one where people were like using the app and, you know, so I get them into that space so I know to follow up with them. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And you can make each other co-hosts as well. Like you can invite someone else to host it with you. So this is going to cut me off because I only have a minute, but that it's a great way to like get people connected with people and start building that trust because you want them to know who you are and you want them to know that you're going to keep showing up because you're changing your life. And if you're going to keep showing up, they can keep showing up too. So. Sound good?
Sounds great.
Awesome. Okay, thank you so much, ladies. Again, if you have any questions, you know where to find me. Please feel free to reach out. We are here for you. We love you so much. We love our team so much. We're so grateful for all of you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Happy Father's Day to all the dads. And we will connect this week. So next Monday, it'll be 4 p.m. PST.